In this video, it all gets a bit crashy. There's a huge spin at turn number 1. I get run off the circuit, and I have no idea why. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a Gran Turismo video. We're doing Beat the Meta in a Ferrari 458 Italian Group 4 car. Now, if you're wondering what the meta car that here is this week, it's that Lamborghini Huracan Group 4 car. It's very fast. We'll see how fast this Ferrari is in this video. If you do enjoy this video, hit the like button, do subscribe to the channel, stay in touch with all the latest content. We're nearly at 70,000 subscribers now, which is pretty mental because we hit 60k this month. But hey, thank you all for the support all the same. I appreciate it. And you never know, we could hit that 100k this year. Right, into the racing we go, and there's a big crash there through turn 1. Not sure exactly what happened. As I go through here, though, I don't even realize there's somebody on my inside there, and it scared the life out of me. Maybe you've seen the short. If you haven't, you can check that out after this video, of course. Let's go back and actually view that from their perspective then. So on board car, baby, here. Into us left we go. Joe Hamilton there goes very wide here, coming back on there, and I assume they just thought the Portuguese driver would carry on a bit more on the outside. Bit of a contact there. Coming through here, I got so lucky. I didn't even realize they were there, to be honest with you, and I survived it somehow, and they did brake as well, which did help me indeed. Going to the left-hander then at the end of lap 1. Through we go here. We've got a good run here on Diver Sky, excuse me, Deadpool and Stevie GT. I've got a frog in my throat now. Here we go then with this race. So they're both on the left-hand side here. We're in the slipstream of the Huracan then. And you can see we've got some pace in this Ferrari. It's got 7 gears as well. We're not using all 7 gears here at Blue Moon Bay Infield A, which I've not even mentioned the track. Yeah, we're at Blue Moon Bay here. So NSX gets very close behind. I was surprised to see an NSX, if I'm brutally honest with you. But we managed to get all those positions. The NSX looking down the inside here potentially. Is it going to go for it? Not quite, as we go into the left-hander. But yeah, Blue Moon Bay Infield A, one of my favorite tracks in Gran Turismo at the moment. And it's one of the first times, well, it's the first time I'm using the forward layout. We've used the reverse layout before. So it's nice to see, actually. And I was really happy to actually have this as a Beat the Meta track. Heading towards turn 1, lap number 3 here. We catch up to Turbo Turtle, going down the inside Lamborghini. The NSX behind us follow me all the way through here. We're trying to give me a bit of a bump draft on the exit then. PSVR 2 here for Turtle, so I assume they are in VR here. I know loads of people have asked me about the PSVR 2. Am I getting it? If I find it cheap, I'll get it. Otherwise, I'm not in any rush to buy it, if I'm brutally honest with you. But I do need it for one particular video idea that I've got in my head, so you may see it in the future. Up ahead then, Verstappen here, or Verstappen, there is, runs the Belgian driver into the barrier there. That's a bit unfortunate indeed as we go into the left-hander then. So we're up into P9, not too bad. Remember, in Beat the Meta, we go from last to first. Has to be at least one A+ driver, and we can do this as many times as we want. We do have to qualify in this car, though. Verstappen there goes off. We head towards the right side. That's a very close contact there. We do avoid it just. Us going towards that right side has benefited us massively here. Because we're landing P8 in this first race, not too bad of a first race, if I'm honest with you. Gives me some hope and confidence that we potentially can do Beat the Meta here at Blue Moon Bay. What we will do is jump to the next race then. Which race are we going to pick? Well, we're jumping into race 2, so I jumped into some quali laps. Did a 1:11.7, which puts me in P9 for this particular race then. Here we go. Tyres are being warmed up ahead. You may see my tyre temps down in the bottom left-hand side. I am doing a video on tyre temps soon. Do bear with me. I use a third-party app to show it, and you can do that too, of course. But that's how they are shown. They're not shown in-game before I get asked a million questions like I do on every single video about tyre temperatures. I'm just testing it at the moment in terms of what's good, what's bad, etc. Let's jump into this race then. So race number 2 here. We've got the Portuguese driver up ahead who struggled a little bit there in towards the left-hander. We're going to try and get down the inside. And 3 wide up ahead. Bob's just lost out then as we head towards the hairpin here. Now, I was thinking about going down the middle here, but it's going to close up very quickly. So I'll back out of this end and we'll see if we can follow the Portuguese driver, Verstappen, who had an incident in the previous race, looking to follow suit, but gets mugged there by the red Lamborghini. We're on the outside, just Bob here as we go into the left-hander. Good bit of racing, though, as we go through here. On the exit, though, we've got Bobo here, who, well, just keeps wanting to push me off. No idea what was going on there, if I'm honest with you. But in towards the left we go. They tap our rear there, push us towards the barrier. We get some damage on the front and rear of the car. It shows you how much Bobo was pushing us. And I think Bob, not Bobo, also got damage there, but we do gain positions. However, when you have damage, you may not know this, but your top speed is limited with that damage. Even if it's like downforce damage, it's still limited. And you can see here Verstappen there, the Italian, going on through. Bobo, who caused the incident in the first place, goes on through. We're heading towards turn 1. I've still got damage here. And Verstappen gets sandwiched there. Somebody on the inside absolutely pit maneuvered him. Obviously, I can't pit maneuver on the inside of Verstappen there. But we lose out on all these positions right now. Joe Hamilton goes through. Bob goes back through. Here we've got the Spanish driver, Sardinon, going through as well. So we're going down to P12 when all's said and done. We're going into this right-hander. So we've lost a ton of positions and as we finally go back on board. That's how much side-by-side action we've had as well here in this particular race. And good luck down the inside of the Spanish driver. Do we get it stopped? Oh, not quite nearly around the Portuguese driver there. But we remain in P12 right now as we go into this left-hander. Very, very action-packed race, this one. We're on lap 2. It feels like we're on lap 5 with the amount of action that we've had here in this second lap. But it's starting to all settle down here as we go into left. Oh, looks like the Portuguese driver nearly hit the barrier then. But it looks like it's all settling down. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at what happened in towards turn 1 then. See, I'm on the right-hand side here. Bobo's gone towards the left. The Spanish driver here just outbrakes himself a little bit here. And they were always going into the rear of Verstappen. And they spin the Italian round there. So it was on the Spanish driver. At first, I was like, ooh, was it my fault? No, it's definitely not my fault there. Definitely on the Spanish driver. They tap the inside of Verstappen. And it sends them round. Back into the race. And lap number 3, we've got Paul Fighter here on my inside, the Polish driver, as we continue on round. We're going to be on the inside, though, for this left-hander, so we should remain in position. Oh, hello, we got somebody off on the right-hand side there. We'll have a what happened to them shortly as we continue on through there. So we remain in P11. Well, the game P11, obviously, from the one that crashed. We jump on board, then, the driver that is. So Jules here, as they go off the circuit. They've got dirt on their tyres here. This is well before where we saw them anyway. As we head towards the hairpin then. They're going to go on the brake. Oh, they get tapped behind from the Portuguese driver. He sends a bit of heat on 93. Bit of bowling going on there. Well, snooker because he was the cue ball here. And gets a 3-second penalty as well. So decide to bin it off towards the right side of the circuit. Obviously, they're not happy at all there, I suspect, as they come back on. And arguably, actually, that was a really good way to leave the race because that's exactly what they're going to do there. They got out of the way, let everyone go, then pause it, then quit. So, nice sportsmanship shown there from the Dutch driver. Lap 4 then, into the left we go. We're nearly on the inside of the Spanish driver. We saw a similar incident on the first race with the British driver running into the Portuguese driver. Anyway, through the left we go. Spanish driver gets it all sorts of wrong there. Up into P10 we go as we go through the right-hander. Really hard track to get right. There's lots of corners where you can get it wrong very easily by clipping stuff or clipping a barrier or even clipping the grass. Final lap then here on the inside of that Portuguese driver we just talked about from race number 1, and in towards turn 1 we go. We get it stopped, just slowing it down the apex here to make sure they don't go for the return pass as we continue on to the outside of the circuit then. We're going to head in towards this left-hander. We are the lead car here as we go into here, but we leave some space. Unfortunately, they get it all wrong. They sends us off here, and I can tell you now, I was not happy with that. You can see my hand go straight up, wondering what on earth that was all about. My tie temps here over 100 degrees. Right, let's go on board what happened with them then. So through the left we go. You see, I am the lead car here, and as we head in towards this braking phase, oh, they're not really slowing down there. They get the braking all sorts of wrong. And the one thing that frustrates me, you can make mistakes by all means, but wait up for me there. I mean, seriously, that's clearly on you there. You've literally ran too wide. They said sorry after the race, but sorry after the race doesn't solve anything, does it? Because you've just kept racing on and maintained position where the penalty would be applied in real life. That's why we talk about lifting and giving the position back. Now I've got dirt on my tyres right now, so I'm just struggling to get back up to speed. Verstappen goes by, the Spanish driver goes by, so they were involved in that incident earlier on. Let's go to the left-hander. Verstappen goes into the barrier hard there as well. Couldn't really do much to avoid them here as we continue on the bank. And the Spanish driver also going to let up here and let Verstappen go. So obviously feeling very conscious about that incident earlier on, which is fair play, good sportsmanship from them. I don't feel they have to do that a second time. And we finish way down the order there. And all you can see is Lamborghini Huracans. So if you did wonder what the P event was, there it is. Next race, we finished in P5 then. The following race after that, where did we come? It was P3. That was race number 4 then that we did. I won't show you all these races, of course. We'll be here all day. Race number 5 finished P4 then in the Ferrari. So you can see this is a real struggle. All we're seeing is Huracans here at the moment. Race number 6, P3 again. Oh, dear me. I tell you what, it was a struggle and a half. So we're going to jump to race number 7. Remember, I don't always win beat the metas, and I am running out of time here as well because I do have to get up very early on the following day from the final few races or race that we've got here right now. So if you are enjoying this video, as always, do get a like and do subscribe to the channel. We're starting in P2 here. We did have a good quality time. I spent an hour qualifying to try and improve my time from a 111.5. I got it down to a 111.3. Now, there's another tenth or two in there as we advance to lap number 2, but there's not much else after that. Lamborghini is definitely a quicker car here as we go through those fast laps. Lap number 2, nothing more happened on lap number 1. We stayed in position here. We stayed very close to P1 here. Mr. Chips up ahead. And we've got a good run on them here. So they're going to go defensive into the right-hander. There we go then. And we're going to try around the outside of the Lamborghini. Very hard to do. As you can see there, the Lamborghini is so good in this particular part of the lap. With its all-wheel drive system, exiting some of these corners, it can fly off them very quickly. The Ferrari does struggle off that hairpin a lot. However, we remain very close to Mr. Chips up ahead right now as we go into this left-hander then. Braking, turning in, then into the barrier. They make a mistake there, had to adjust, and we are going to benefit from that going on the inside here. So is this going to be the race all said and done, the way we finally do beat the meta here in the Ferrari 458? That is the question. But look at that Lamborghini. It stayed in my slipstream and actually catching me right now. So I'm staying on the inside of the circuit. If they go more left, they're going to get dirt on their tires. They can't go any more left than I am right now. The two of them are going to come alongside me here as we head towards turn 1. So I've got a really awkward line as I go into here. We managed to get the car stopped, keeping it on the inside line then as we continue on through. Mr. Chips going around the outside here. This is an impressive effort from Mr. Chips as we go into the left-hander, still side by side and trying to maintain that speed then as we continue on through here. Do we get it done? Yes, we do. Into the right. Finally, we are in the lead then. They're side by side behind there with heat on and Mr. Chips. But can we maintain a position? That is the question. Currently in P1. We can break away right now with the fight going on. They're 3 wide right now behind us. Someone goes very deep, very nearly into the rear end of my car there. But we survive as we go on towards lap number 4 then. Mr. Chips driving around the outside. I've been defending for a few laps now, and I can't really break the slipstream here from the Lamborghinis that are so strong in that last sector that they're just stuck with me at that point. I managed to defend very nicely by parking it on the apex there on this particular lap, and that means we do maintain P1 right now as we go to the right hand. I can tell you I was very nervous at this moment in time because I knew I could get it done. I knew I didn't have much time left to do this, so I had to try and get it done. Lap number 5 going on to the final lap then. We've got a change of position for P2. It's Jedi Jimbo then as we go in towards turn 1. Hard on the brakes. The car just gets a bit unsettled there. We have to go slower than normal here. Jedi Jimbo could see that, looking to carry the momentum through. Not going to quite work here as we head towards the fast left. In we go. We can't make any mistakes right now as we continue on through here then. Over towards the left hand side. Hit the brakes. Turn in. A bit slower than normal there through the right-hander. We're still ahead of Jedi Jimbo. Go towards that right-hand side. I'm making my indications very clear very early on that I am staying towards this right-hand side. Jedi Jimbo goes towards the left-hand side. Then we go to chase cam here to monitor the situation. I maintain P1 then as we continue on through here. We're going to head towards the left-hander as we go on the brakes. Jedi Jimbo send it all the way around the outside. Can he do it? No, not quite then. We come back. They're going to go for the cutback here. Go towards the left-hand side as quick as I can. They unfortunately bumped off me rather than getting further towards the left. In towards the left we go. We slow the car down, trying to maintain it on the apex. We can't do much more. And Jedi Jimbo gets an unbelievable run off that corner, and he's going to get the lead here. But can we get the position back before the start-finish line? We're in this slipstream right now as we head there, getting closer and closer and closer. We go towards the right-hand side. It's getting even closer, down to a 0.40, but we don't quite do that. Finishing in P2. P2. Oh, the pain, honestly. It's so frustrating that we didn't beat the meta. But I can't leave it there, can I? Right, we'll go into another race. So let's go to race number 8. Mr. Chips in the lead here as we start the race. And lap number 1, they're going to warm up their tyres up ahead. We got past Mr. Chips last time. Can we do it again? And this time try and break away. So in towards the left we go. We're staying very close to Mr. Chips. Guess it's slightly wrong there. In towards turn number 1. Race 8. I've done so many races of this week, which I'm glad about because it's Blue Moon Bay. But again, time was of the essence now. I was really pushing on and frustration was setting in with myself as well, especially in qualifying. I was furious with myself. But even so, through the right-hander we go then. We're maintaining the speed and momentum with Mr. Chips up ahead. They go towards the right-hand side, so thinking, okay, I'll go down the left. Now, I see in my rearview mirror, somebody coming in very hot indeed, so I stay towards the left-hand side to ensure I don't get clipped by that. And we go on through into the lead then. The side-by-side behind again. It's like a deja vu of race 1 here with the side-by-side behind me here. And we're going to continue on through. If we get a good run onto the oval, maybe we can break away. We're a bit further ahead than normal here. In towards the left we go. We've got a lot of that inside line. Get low down. And we're actually going to go and look at the incident then with Red Fox here as we head there then. So they're going to go on the brakes They just get it wrong. There's nowhere to go at that point. They try and take avoiding action, and they go off the circuit here just to make sure everybody can go through. They did say sorry as well. Mistakes do happen. Good sportsmanship there. But we jump to the end and the final. Oh, finally. Oh, I felt like I should have won this ages ago. Oh, man. Yes. Get in there. Finally. Finally. Oh, man. So, yes, we did beat the meta done then. We did win the race. Oh, finally. You heard me there. It was such a push, really. The cars and the lap is so small and so close. It's very hard to gain an advantage. So when we beat the meta, it becomes even more difficult than normal. In terms of beat the meta, if you are unsure what happens here, well, you can vote for the cars by putting the votes down in the comments, and I will try the highest voted car. Now, I did try the Sylvia here. I did one race. Didn't fancy it at all. It didn't feel right in the race at all. The Alfa, the Porsche didn't really work. And the Lamborghini, of course, is the current meta car. So the Ferrari was up with 11 votes. Tried it. Felt okay. Felt like I could beat the meta car, but obviously it wasn't a meta car, so I could actually try this. And, well, look at what happened. We got first place. So just put, like, Audi TT Cup in the comments, and that will get a vote. As you get a heart on the comment, you know it's counted, and the votes go on. Next time we have a Group 4 race, of course, I will try and do Beat the Meta in the highest voted car where we haven't done Beat the Meta already. Group 3, we're well underway with that one. We've only got 4 cars left, so we have to really look out for tracks where it's even possible right now with those remaining cars. Even so, you know, we did beat the meta here. 4 down, still quite a lot to go here. There are 30-ish cars in Group 4, not quite as many. 33 there with the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final being the lowest voted car. Only 1 vote for that little Mitsubishi. Unfortunate, isn't it? It'll be a while before we try that car anywhere. That's only got 5 gears as well in Group 4. But for Beat the Meta, folks, that is going to be it for this video. I do hope you have enjoyed the racing, enjoyed the action, and enjoyed Blue Moon Bay in Field A. I hope Gran Turismo do show this track again in the future. As always, if you have liked it, do give a like and do subscribe to the channel. Stay in touch with all the latest content. But that is going to be it for me. If videos there to check out, including a previous Beat the Meta, do check out the partners down below. Use code Tidgney at checkout to get discounts as well. And my logo's there if you want to subscribe. A big thank you for the support as always. It's been massive lately. And I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.